He can tell that there is clearly some pre-existing beef between the North and South City gangs, but that's got nothing to do with him, so he doesn't want to get involved. However, even though Huan has never met Wang before and has no idea why he was fighting Sun Jun, he decides to send his subordinates to beat him up just to prove a point. The system warns Wang that he stands no chance of beating them in a head-on fight with his current energy levels, so Wang has to run for his life. Wang asks the system to teleport him. Since he is low on energy, he has to wait for the cooldown, so he keeps running until he makes it to the side of the stair. The cooldown is over, so he can finally teleport again, and the first thing he does is turn off all the lights. While everyone is fumbling around in the dark, Wang teleports behind them, and after staring Huan straight in the face, Wang slams him into the ground. He then proceeds to beat up every single member of Huan's gang, so by the time the lights are turned back on, Wang is the only one left standing, so Sun Jun is even more terrified of him now. All of a sudden, they hear a man yelling from outside the gym, and it looks like Yao called the cops because she was worried about Wang. The police are currently trying to get through the locked doors, and Yao asks them to please hurry because her friend might be in danger in there. Wang won't be able to get out of the building without being spotted, and he doesn't want to get in trouble for fighting, so he needs to come up with something quickly. He looks over at Sun Jun and teleports in front of him, so Sun Jun gets on his knees and starts begging for forgiveness. This gives Wang a good idea, so he says he will forgive Sun Jun, but only on one condition. As the police finally get the door open, they see Sun Jun holding Wang by the collar and pretending to punch him. Sun Jun and Huan end up getting in trouble for starting a group fight in the gym, but Wang got away scot-free because he convinced the cops that he was an innocent bystander who got caught up in the crossfire. He also made Sun Jun promise to never bother Yao again, so that problem is solved. But that fight made Wang understand that there are limits to his power, so he needs to get stronger as soon as possible. And to do that, he needs to find more power gems. He goes looking in a jewelry store, but he soon realizes that he's too broke to afford any of these, and he doesn't want to steal them either. He briefly considers getting a sugar mama so he can afford to buy the gems, but that's not worth it. So Wang decides to go out and look for power gems in the wild. He gets a bunch of gear and heads into the nearest mountain range so he can start looking for some gems. And he does find some, but one is under a giant rock. One is at the bottom of a lake, and another one is stuck 15 meters underground, so there's no way Wang could get to it on his own. Just then, the system alerts Wang because it has just located a cave underground and adds a lot of power stone energy in it.